Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here of Tribal Trades. We're going to do a very quick update today. July, we fly. Having a little bit of a challenge with the video quality here. That's why I'm not on screen at the moment. So we're going to jump through this as soon as we can. But please smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, and of course does help support the channel. And if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button and you'll get my daily updates. First of all, we want to look at July we fly, and historically July has been quite bullish for stocks and crypto. In fact, if you look at NASDAQ in the July monthly returns, it has been the best month for stocks there. And of course, we know with crypto that historically June is been historically the low for altcoins in 6 out of the last 6 years, and will this year be number 7, where we see altcoins bottom out here. Now, Bitcoin is doing strong, and we'll check the Bitcoin charts in a moment, but I did want to check out the SPY here we have, and the inverse head and shoulders that we possibly have here, with a left shoulder on the weekly time frame, a nice head, and then possibly a right shoulder looking to form here. Now, I'll give you a technical target to the upside here. If this does end up playing out, we want to see how it works out here. Let's have a quick look and see what that technical target will be for the SPY there. If we have there, and we can go to the upside, that's quite a decent technical target there. That goes right up there, 723. My goodness. And so, of course, that could take some time to play out, and we don't have a confirmation of a right shoulder or even a breakout there. But the chart is looking very bullish for the SPY at the moment, and overall the stock market is doing very well. And one of the trades that we took yesterday in the Tribal Trades live session was the QQQ. And in fact, it was the TQQQ, which is the 3x leverage of the QQQ. And of course, this entry we got on this dashed line here, which was the 20 EMA on the 15-minute. We did an amazing session on how to take a trade, where to stop out, and of course, we didn't get stopped out on the live trade because we did create a nice, beautiful trend line here. I'll show you this beautiful trend line here. The Tribal Trades trend line, there it is there. One trend line to rule them all. And we didn't get stopped out there. It didn't close below our trend line there. And we were able to take a beautiful move to the upside there. Absolutely incredible on that trade on the QQQ. Now, speaking of the QQQ, it's had a golden cross, or about to. The last 2 golden crosses on the QQQ did not disappoint. What do we have in store this time around? And you can see here now we've seen these wonderful golden crosses here, and we've got another one here in the QQQ set an all-time high. And that's why we were trading the leverage 3x leverage ETF. You want to learn how to do that in the Tribal Trades Discord there. And we've been trading SoFi, very bullish on SoFi, talking about blockchain and crypto, new international payments, frequently called remittance, will convert fiat to crypto, transmit via blockchain, and convert to local fiat. That means no more waiting or high fees sending your money international or to other people via business or whatever it may be. This is, I believe, a game changer. And here it is again, SoFi, the future of financial services. SoFi to offer members new crypto-enabled capabilities to get their money right. And they did also send a huge big email out to all the members in regards to this, and I'm so very bullish on SoFi. I'm going to have a quick look at SoFi here, and of course in the Tribal Trades Discord we traded. I think this was our biggest day ever in stocks. We did the NVIDIA trade. The NVDX was the 2x leverage, getting a great entry there. I think $12.80, and it's already had our target at $14. Absolutely incredible there. It's surging past $14 there. So we got that beautiful entry in the Tribal Trades Discord. In fact, we gave a whopping 10 trades. I took all 10 of these trades with the community there, and those trades, I can't think of one trade that didn't work out there. We got NVIDIA, we got the QQQ. I think Tesla may be the only trade. TSLL may have been the only trade. I'm not even. ASTS cooked. Palantir trade we took. and look at all these amazing trades. AMD, Facebook long, absolutely incredible, trading all the ETFs. TSMX, absolutely cooked as well. Fantastic trades there. So I'm just going to look at two here, and I'm going to show you something on this. So first of all, let's look at SoFi, and I'll look on the actual stock itself, and then we'll go to the actual leveraged ETF trade. But you can see here that I had identified on a previous show and in the Discord a inverse head and shoulders pattern here, and that has now broken the neckline, and our technical target for that is up at around $21. Okay, we have come up to some Fibonacci resistance, and so where are some areas? First of all, if we break $16.30, there's three ways to take the trade that I teach in the Tribal Trades Discord. You front run it, getting ahead of it can be a little bit risky, believing that it will break and get above. Number two, you get it on the break. Number three, get it on the retest. And number four, you get it on a continuation channel. If you want to learn that four-step method, you can find out in the Tribal Trades Discord there. And of course, we have the Tribal Trades indicator that gave us that beautiful green arrow, not an error. One indicator to rule them all, and that's given us some beautiful upside there. SoFi. Now I've got SoFi, but I'm also trading the 2x leverage ETF. Then I can get 2x my gains there. And of course, let's look at a quick entry here, possibly where we're looking right here, probably around $15.81, $15.81, if that level were to hold. And currently it has held here, and you see again the Tribal Trades indicator, which is exclusive to the Tribal Trades Discord. So you get that when you join the Tribal Trades Discord, and you can see that push to the upside there. So this level would need to hold for an entry there right at about $15.83 there. And that is an EMA, so it is constantly moving. Make sure you add that to your charts and you set your charts up there for that. So very, very bullish for SoFi. If we are to break above that $16.30, there's your entry. However, there's another entry here at $15.98. So I'm giving you both just in case you only trade the stock, and for those who want to trade the ETF, I've given you the level to break to the upside and also the level of support that you can get on the trade. This is probably around $16 there, and we're pretty close to it there. There's a little bit of a bull flag forming, and I anticipate I'd be surprised if we did not get that technical target to the upside of around $21 for SoFi. The other one that I wanted to look at here is AMD, and this has been on an absolute tear. And again, we have broken out of an inverse head and shoulders there, and that is confirmed there, and that is to the upside. That target is going to be $180. Let's go to daily time frame, and I'll just show you that inverse head and shoulders that I identified for the community. There's the shoulder, there's the head, there's the other shoulder. Nice, beautiful breakout. I actually took the trade on the break of the 200-day moving average there. Now, looking to get in this trade, and of course, we have the AMDL. We'll have a look at that at the moment, and then we'll wrap this up here with some Bitcoin chart. But if you look here for AMD, the entry here is 141.53 on the 9 EMA on the hourly there. Of course, as long as that level were to hold there, that would be the level I would be looking to taking an entry there. And of course, AMDL there been on a bit of a tear. I would take a break of $8.93, and we are currently above that. So $8.93 would be a hold of that level. So a hold of that level there for AMDL. So those would be what I would look to take. Make sure we're on. We need to go to extended hours. There we go. That's better. So we have got that break already, but so this area here is where I would look to take a trade at about $9 or here at $8.95. So there's a couple of areas that you can take. Obviously, if it comes back to the 200-day moving average, that would be quite a correction there. But we do have that technical target for AMD. AMDL is just a 2x leverage ETF. You should be able to purchase that on your stocks brokerage there. So there's a couple of plays that I'm very bullish at, and I'm in both of those plays, and you can see I've given both those plays, and those plays have worked out beautifully, and I have shared these plays before on YouTube, so hopefully you've been able to take these plays with us. 10 plays yesterday. The majority of those have played out. Some of those are in the process of playing out. Some new trades have already hit the Tribal Trades Discord there already this morning, and the Discord community is actively trading those. Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin here. as we jump over to the Bitcoin charts. And as you can see, one of the key areas that I've shared out continuously on this channel is the 9E. Of course, we do have an inverse head and shoulders pattern here for Bitcoin as well on the weekly time frame, and the technical target to the upside here, if that does break out, and we're going to need to get above our previous all-time high of $112,000 to have that play out, and usually you get up above it and you retest 112,000, and then you would take off to validate that. That's sitting up at around $144,000. And so, of course, these technical targets, they don't always, first of all, we have to, it's not valid yet. It's not a valid play yet, but you can see there on the weekly time frame, we have that head. We do have the left and the right. And of course, you could also, if a lot of it, there's a cup and handle, there is the cup and there is the handle forming there as well. So there's an inverse head and shoulders, and there's a cup and handle with a technical target to the upside around about $144,000 there for that. We have not, that's not confirmed. We've not broken out of the cup and handle formation, and we've not broken above the inverse head and shoulders formation. Total 2 is doing it a little bit more tough on the altcoins. Now remember, historically altcoins June is their big low month, and they do struggle in June, and generally in July, at some point in July, they're beginning to take off, so we could have some more downside. This is quite bearish in comparison, obviously, to the Bitcoin chart here. We go to the daily, and again, really we need to stay above the 9 EMA on the daily. And at the moment, we are struggling with that. We're currently below it, which is not good. Now, remember, whenever we break down below, we do see that downside. So you see what happened here on the chart. We saw some downside there for the altcoin market as the 9 EMA dropped below the 20, and down it went. We had a little bit of a fake out there, and then down we went. Now we're trying to get above, but the problem is we're back below the 9 EMA, which that's just below this level here. You can see, you can't quite see as it merges in here. I will put a line here just to make that a little bit easier for everybody here. Let's quickly pop that in here, and that's our line there, and we're currently under that. So that would mean that would continue to the downside. What we do need to see is it cross back to the upside, and sometimes I will wait until this, I anticipate that it's about to cross, because when it does cross back to the upside, you do see historically what actually happens when the 9 EMA comes here and crosses back to the upside, as we saw here off to the races. Of course, you could have also used the tribal trades indicator, which actually I used to get in these plays earlier. So I got in them in early August there, around the first week of around the first week of April, I was able to get in these plays before we even had that bullish cross. But that's just kind of confirmation that you're going to add to the trade there. If you already got some in there, you can load up some more there, and it takes to the upside. So that is what I will be looking for the altcoin market. We absolutely do not want to see it drop below the 50-week moving average there. We do not want to see a weekly close below that level, or a weekly open and close. That would bring far more bearishness to the altcoin market there as a whole. So I'm ready and poised and waiting, but I believe the stock market is providing a ton more opportunities at the moment, and I'm heavily trading those ETFs in the stock market. And of course, in the altcoin market, it's generally been short. Again, even after just a quick little green candle that we have there, and this could be interpreted as a turning into a bull flag, and that's maybe what it turned out to be. We may just go a little bit. Last June, we bottomed out, and then we went sideways for about a month into about mid-July, and then we took off. This pattern could similarly be forming here, and let's hope that happens and we break to the upside and we don't break any further to the downside there. But just look at that one day there, when the ceasefire came in, boom, up it went. Otherwise, altcoins have struggled. Technically, we still are in a downtrend, setting lower lows and lower highs, and so therefore the bias is still to the downside, and you can learn how to make money to the downside by learning how to open leverage short positions in the Tribal Trades Discord, so you can make money while the market is going down. All right, well, that's all we have time for today. Again, as always, until the next episode, or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.